In today's video, we're looking at Hard to Tell by the Suicide Boys. This is my project for it, and I've just made the first little bit of the song to give you an idea of how it's structured. So let's take a listen and we'll walk through it. Those two snare drum samples are the best samples in this genre, I think. And you can get them for free online. Just download pretty much any trap drum kit and you'll get variations of or you'll find them quite easily. I'm sure if you're watching this, you already have all these drum sounds. Right, let's go through the project. The sample is Yayo by Lana Del Rey. The only bit of editing this sample has is the first half just plays through like normal, then it reverses the second half, look. And at the end, we have a tape stop. That's the effect that's making it slow down and pitch down right at the end there. It's called a tape stop. You can do it with a bunch of effects, but this is how I like to do it with Looperator. It's a really nice sample, isn't it? It's really simple and it's airy and it really just stands out in the song. And I feel like the sample is what makes the song in this case, not necessarily the vocals that get added on top afterwards. Such an interesting mix of genres. You've got the heavy trap electronic kind of sound and then a nice peaceful singing on top of it. I'm not even sure what genre you'd call this, to be honest. With the singing, we've done a match EQ just to kind of help it stand out a bit more. So I must have taken a snapshot from the original song. This is a really useful plugin. If you're struggling with mixing vocals, I'm not the best at mixing vocals. You need some sort of match EQ. And what match EQ is, it lets you capture a reference. In this case, I captured the vocal reference from the song I'm covering, and then I applied it to the sample that they used in the song. So I'll play it with. And then if we bypass it, hopefully it sounds different. Now, why would I go through all the trouble of mixing it and doing all these little intricate EQ boosts and cuts here and there or whatever when I can just use this device? When it comes down to it, the listener doesn't care. Do you, watching this video, do you care that I sort of cheated? Not at all. That's what these tools are for. Just use them. God, the snare drum along with the clap, where is it? Has such a crunchiness to it. The high frequencies mix really well on that sample, I think. Yeah, so let's listen to the drums. It's got that classic group together distortion sound that a lot of people struggle to have. If you're struggling to make cohesive drum sounds, you just got to add a saturator onto it, add a soft clipper onto it. These are the things that bring it all together. If you think about, well, I like to picture it in my head, like all the samples are playing all at once, but you need something to kind of sandwich them together and kind of give them, I'm holding it like a sandwich, and kind of give them a sort of cohesion that makes it all work together. That's what saturation does. It's dead simple. It's not a big secret. See, they sound quite separate there, but you bring it all together with the soft clipping and saturation. Compression too, I'll get to that though when we look at the mastering chain. Bass, 808 bass. Yep, nice and mellow bass. It's just there in the background, accompanying the rest of the beat. You don't want it to become the forefront of this beat. The drums and the bass, I think, have been deliberately made this way in order to let the sample shine. So the bass is really low, it's really mellow. The drums are really simple. In this type of music, it's common for the hi-hats to be doing crazy things, but it's not. That's it. It's like it's letting the sample tell its story, and the drums and the bass are accompanying it. I know that sounds weird, but that's how I like to think of things when I'm trying to write songs or copy things. Right, to finish off, let's look at the mastering chain. Turn everything off. Start off with a bit of glue compression. Really, really heavy on the compression here, but I think it works. I think it works. I just turned down the dry wet. Just gives it the right amount. Before and afters of heavy compression can be quite jarring. And sometimes you may think, oh, the before sounded way better. You've put way too much compression onto that. But you have to learn how to hear them separate from each other. So now that we've waited a few seconds, let's just play it again with the compression on. Do you see what I mean? It's a mental game with this kind of thing, I think. And it really works. So just set it and forget it. Bit of OTT can't go wrong. And limiter. Yeah. If you have any questions, just ask away. I'll do my best to answer them. And I hope you like these kind of videos. And I'll see you in the next one.